How does cue-induced craving impact habit addiction? Imagine walking into a room and suddenly feeling a strong urge to do something you usually do there. That's cue-induced craving at work, a key part of how habits stick around. When you repeatedly perform a behavior in the same environment, your brain links specific cues, like objects, places, or feelings, to that habit. These cues become triggers that automatically spark the urge to act, often without you even realizing it. For example, seeing a pack of cigarettes might make a smoker crave a cigarette, even if they are trying to quit. That's because the brain has formed a strong connection between the cue and the habit. When you encounter the cue, your brain activates neural pathways that give the cue motivational power. This process makes the craving feel natural and automatic, which makes resisting the urge tough. From a brain perspective, several areas work together during cue-induced craving. The amygdala processes emotions linked to the habit, while the orbitofrontal cortex helps evaluate the reward value of the behavior. The prefrontal cortex is involved in decision-making and control, and the insula relates to feelings of craving and bodily sensations. When a cue appears, this network lights up, increasing your desire to perform the habit. Individual differences also play a role. Some people are more sensitive to cues because their brains assign higher motivational value to them. They may have less ability to resist cravings because their brain's reward system responds more strongly. This is often influenced by chemicals like dopamine and acetylcholine, which regulate how we experience reward and attention. Understanding this process helps us see why habits are so hard to break. Recognizing cues allows us to manage exposure and change our responses. For example, if you know that seeing your phone triggers checking social media, you can modify your environment by putting your phone away or turning off notifications. Developing new responses to cues, like doing a quick stretch instead of reaching for a snack, can weaken the automatic craving. Strengthening your ability to control attention and reactions also helps resist the urge when cues appear. By controlling exposure to cues and practicing new responses, you can disrupt the automatic craving and habit cycle. This makes it easier to build new habits or break old ones. The science shows that habits are not just about willpower but about managing cues and reactions. When you understand how cues trigger cravings, you gain a powerful tool to change habits and create lasting improvements.